Welcome. I'm going to give a really quick overview here of the Mindstorms EV3 software. Now technically we're going to be using this for an NXT brick, but it is backwards compatible. In other words, it can program an NXT brick, and it's a little bit easier to use than the older software. It has fewer buggy issues with it. So that's going to be our preference. Now, down at the bottom here, there are a number of resources I would encourage you to check out. Once you have the Mindstorm software loaded, getting started, software overview, content editor, so on, etc. Some videos there, and there are just a bunch of resources available online for learning all about both the EV3 and the NXT. So I would encourage you to check some of those out. Normally when you open this up, the sound is on, and you can hear there are just a number of interesting things in the background, but I'm going to keep that off so you can actually hear me. When you go up to the plus sign up here, we add a project, and I'm going to click that, and we get to the area that we're actually going to be creating our programs. I'm going to close this for a minute, and let's go through just real quickly the stuff here at the bottom. We've got an action tab, flow control, sensors, and then a few other things, and I'm not going to get into those all right now. We're going to stick with the action because that's just the easiest to begin with. We're going to pick this move steering command, which is the third one over, and bring that brick up, or bring that little element up. Now when you have a brick that is connected, and I would encourage you to do that whenever you get the chance. You plug in a USB cable from your computer to your NXT. When you turn it on, and you'll hear that in a second here, now we have a connection between our NXT and the computer, and you can see in the lower right hand corner down here it's actually bringing up and showing us that connection. You can see that now I have an NXT connected, and if this were an EV3, this would show the different motors and the different sensors that are connected, but again, being that this is an NXT, it doesn't show quite as much information. When I click on the next button there on the top there, brick information, and select open my memory, you can see some of the different things that are loaded on this, and the significance there is that I have some memory available to add some more programs. So I won't get too deep into that. We will start with the bricks pretty much empty when you start, so that shouldn't be an issue. But now for this first program, and I'm not going to go too deep into some of the different elements there. Basically this first program, it is set on for rotations, so it's going to turn, and then this item over here shows me the number of rotations. Right now it's set to just make one rotation with both the B and the C ports, in other words both motors, and if I click on that I can change those, but I'm not going to. When I click on this green button, and I would encourage you to, if you have a robot that is connected, I would encourage you to pick it up so it doesn't fall off the tabletop. When I click that, it actually rotates. The motors turn for one complete rotation, and that's our program. Again, I'm not going to go too deep here to start with. That's just a really quick overview. I look forward to showing you more things. Thanks.